welcome to another episode of Murder Schmurder.
Murder Schmurder!
Murder Schmurder, we're back doing it again.
You might be thinking, wow, they're wearing different clothes.
I know.
Last time you saw them.
We do that. We leave this place sometimes, you know. I mean, originally I had said if we're going to film this, we should live it like Big Brother style, like
Right.
MTV. We should be living in the studio. I got vetoed pretty hard because it turns out we're a gassy group of buddies.
Right.
Well, most importantly, we have jobs
That's it.
that we don't want to do anymore.
That we have to keep showing up to because you cheap fucks won't get on our Patreon.
That's right. Did you guys know that we actually have a Patreon that you can subscribe to
You
for what?
can subscribe to
$10?
$10 a month.
What are you doing with $10 a month, really?
You should be helping us,
Right.
supporting us. But I do love that Grant said.
That's
more
one less
importantly,
beer.
Our
It's
jobs,
one less diaper.
one
It's
less shitty cup of coffee
Right.
from Starbucks, which you don't like anyway. Don't
Right.
go to Starbucks. They
Exactly.
suck.
Did you know Starbucks doesn't make their own cold brew anymore?
See, they don't even make their own fucking cold
They
brew.
get concentrate and just add water.
Couldn't even be bothered to make their own shitty coffee.
It's so upsetting. Cold brew's literally the easiest coffee to make.
You don't
Yeah.
even need heat.
You don't even need heat. You
need
just put
cold.
coffee in
You
water.
need cold to make it.
So save your $10, give it to us,
Invest wisely. This is an
Right.
investment.
because the
Because
more
we're going nowhere but up.
because here's the thing, the more that you do for us, the more that we can do for you, and that's what we're really here for. We're
That's
here for
right.
you guys. We're here to tell you funny stories, but then like the more capital that we gain, the more fun things that we could do. Like, I don't know, I heard a rumor of a possible 0.5K.
Well, we got
That's
some couple
true.
rumors.
We got a
going
couple-
around.
We've got ideas.
We got a
Don't
couple
forget.
T's to cross and I's to dot first.
I will
right.
have an opportunity to interact with Dude Man on a
Soon.
boat.
Dude Man
Soon.
is
Dude Man.
So I can
Dude
corner
Man's
him
a name
on a
that
boat.
we cannot say right now, but we've got things in the works.
Yeah.
We will
We're talking with
overpower
big
him.
people.
We've got plans.
Yeah.
Yeah. I want you to get in his ear, like what's the Lord of the Rings guy? You know what I'm talking about?
Oh, worm tongue?
Yeah, be in his ear like fucking worm tongue. Get in his mind.
Done.
I have done nothing but serve you.
Yes.
We have power here.
I want you eating whatever fruit that you have. Just you know what I'm talking about?
Like, he's got the
Yeah.
tomato.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's just
I
like-
want you.
yeah.
I want you on that hog like Denethor on that tomato, dog.
Yeah.
That's what I want.
Yeah. Thank you.
Copy that.
You.
You know, I got the LOTR
Right. We
references.
might be talking to a certain father of canines. If
Real
know what I'm
son of a
saying.
bitch, if you know what I'm saying.
That's true.
It's like the opposite of what you said, but I tried.
Right, you know.
It's been a while since we've recorded. I don't know.
Opposites attract.
Honestly, it has.
It has
It has been a little
forever. I
bit.
feel
We
a
do
little rusty.
apologize for the delay. We've been taking a little hiatus. We've been trying to get our, we've just been trying to get.
But it also takes time to edit this stuff that now we got to edit like audio wise
Yeah,
and video
and
wise. You guys get
video-wise.
to see us and
Right.
listen to us. And you know what? God damn it, you're welcome.
Right.
And Joey almost died last week.
I did almost die last week.
You
I
almost
filled
died? Oh, that's right.
I filled a kitty-sized swimming pool full of my own bits, and it was awful.
Yeah.
Right.
This would have been the
Awful.
1800s
Oh,
distillery.
I would have been dead, dude.
Yeah.
I would have
Yeah.
been dead a long time ago. Actually, come to think of that.
Yeah. Joseph took the Browns to the Super Bowl last week.
Many times.
Yeah, it was a repeat visit.
Again?
Literally, me again.
Unfortunately, I can't say undefeated.
No. I just remember at some point holding myself and being all shivery and telling my wife, I would just kill for it to be solid the next time. That's all I wanted was just wanted a solid release.
Right. I'm not even asking for a ghost wipe here. Just
I don't even need it to stop. I just need it to be more tolerable. But we're back.
She's just eating a sandwich. So you don't want any?
Yeah. So thanks. I wasn't eating my supper or anything. And I'm like, no, it's no problem. It's no problem. To move over, I need to nap. I need to nap the pain away.
But,
She nursed me back to health, and we're here.
oh, that's so
We're
sweet.
back.
But we've done a lot of self-reflection in the time that we've had off.
Yeah.
And we realized that a
I've been
lot.
staring in mirrors nonstop.
Joey was staring at a mirror more because he thought he was
Self-reflection.
well, really, because
facing his own demise.
I was gonna say because his mirror is lined up across from his toilet.
That was a really bad design. Really bad design. Just look
you
up.
did this to yourself.
You remember, in Gatorade commercials when they'd be sweating Gatorade?
Yeah.
Imagine that, but just dysentery water.
Ugh.
It was awful.
Yeah, it's like yellow, but like the
It
bad
was the same.
yellow.
It was the same color as the yellow Gatorade.
Anyway, in our time of self-reflection, we have come to realize that sometimes our comedy, our bits, can be misconstrued. And that's the last thing we want.
You know, we walk a very fine line, and sometimes a pinky or two crosses. You know,
Sometimes shit gets gnarly, and we say some things.
well, Joseph's shits get really gnarly.
Well, they do. They do. Sometimes we have the joke equivalent of me voiding my bowels just all over the place. And sometimes you got to sift through the corn and the peanuts to find the genuine intent that is behind our jokes.
Yes.
And so,
And that's what we're trying to do.
to help guide not only ourselves through this, but to you, the fellow watcher, listener, viewer,
That's you.
we want to open up with what we think should be our disclaimer to open up at the beginning of each episode. And so,
This will play every episode.
every episode.
Every single one.
Everyone.
We want.
My vote's the end, but
Well, shut up, Grant. We're workshopping it, okay?
Hey, Grant, where's your disclaimer? Nowhere? Then shut up.
Yeah.
I was told not to write one.
Oh, and that was a test and you
You know,
failed.
surprisingly enough, I was also told not to write a disclaimer.
I don't think we even told you there was going to be a disclaimer.
I don't think we did because I think we knew Austin's would be disingenuous and bad. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Hey, speaking of which, who is this guy? Right? Who is this guy?
Me?
Yeah, we didn't introduce ourselves. We never do that.
I think they know at
well,
this point.
you know, you should always assume that some episode's going to be someone's first jumping on point.
Fine. You know what? I'm Austin.
I'm Grant.
And I'm Joseph.
Me? I'm Jamie.
Very good, everyone.
Who are you?
I thought
Me?
everybody just knew who I was. You know?
We're really good at
Yeah.
this.
If you don't know who I am yet, you will.
Okay. Okay, so this is my pitch for what our disclaimer should be.
Right.
Everybody ready?
Yes.
Hi. Welcome to Murder Schmurder. I, Jamie Luna, want to welcome you to a podcast meant to do at least one of four things. Be funny, be educational, cover a crime that happened, and or highlight injustice or immorality, which, scary enough, does not always mean a lawful crime happened. We here at Murder Schmurder headquarters like to joke around, especially in ironic and satirical fashion. But we want to make it clear our intention here is to never punch down. We don't care about sex, sexual preferences, gender, race, color, where you came from, or anything of the sort. So while we do joke around, we would like to say we don't want our words to be mixed up or misconstrued with those of true hate. The last thing we want to be compared to are the real fear-mongering, right-wing extremists that actively attack gays, and now with heavy focus on the trans and immigrant populace. And I wish you all the strength and community in the world if you're in both categories. Because it's no longer just hateful name-calling in Call of Duty game lobbies and men's group chats, with hurtful slurs like pole smokers or sword swallowers or butt pirates or cock goblins or penis trolls or fudge packers or bussy lovers or brokeback mountain brothers or call me by your name watchers or wetback shot takers or theater kids or limp wrists, or the friend that only suggests tapas-style restaurants. I hate them. Or Lenny Kravitz fans. Or the worst insult of them all,
Liberal cucks.
Canadians.
Damn.
It's not just that anymore. It is turning to real-world active assaults, active murders, and we do not stand for that. If you couldn't agree more, then here's how you can support us. Spread our message and our content. Follow us on all our socials, from Instagram to Facebook to YouTube to, any of our socials at Trashville_USA. Sign up for our Patreon, where you can give us $10 a month and support us in every way you can.
Only 10.
Listen to us on Spotify, because that makes us look really cool to the Spotify app. And check us out on our YouTube channel, where we post highlights from our show, pilots we've made, sketches we've done, and just general buffoonery. And then if you want to yell at us and tell us how awesome we are, email us at don'temailtrashville@gmail.com.
General Buffoonery is my street name.
That's what
First
he
off,
busks under.
rip, no nuts. Loved it. Honestly.
What was your favorite part? Was it the wetback shot takers? Because I thought that was a fun play on words.
One got me really good.
I like the friend who always suggests tapas style restaurants.
That was good. What was the one right before that? What was right before tapas?
Right before tapas, limp wrist,
No, before that.
theater kids.
Yeah, there we go. That's the funniest one. That's the funniest one. Fuck
a good
theater
one.
kids. Anyways, I love it. No notes. I still think I really kind of like the idea of it being at the end of the episode and then we record it and then just speed it up a little bit. You know, like 1.25. Almost at the end of like a drug commercial. You know?
Okay.
Because all of those,
Especially when you get to the
Yeah.
to the list.
all the like the
Yeah.
slurs list that just rattles off really fast.
And the people are like,
Hatred.
Did they say pole smokers? Was that-
Personally, that's my vote. But I believe, Joseph, you have a.
Hang on, here's.
Hold on, we're not done complimenting Jamie
Yeah,
yet.
thank you.
I'm so sorry. Let's go back to complimenting Jamie.
Yeah. No notes. I wasn't told about the disclaimers, so I have no notes for the disclaimer. Yeah.
I was not prepared to have notes, so I'm good.
So I don't have notes.
I liked it.
Thank you. I like Austin's stance of like, I live in a glass house. I will not throw any stones.
I liked Jamie's text to me earlier this week that were like, which slurs are okay to put in this disclaimer? And my response of maybe just take a few out.
I love how I
you're good.
didn't get that text because I would have been like, yeah, you're probably fine.
There were a couple where like, I think you answered in a very veiled way.
Yeah.
And I was like, I think I know what he's saying. You're like, you know what I'm saying.
I did, yeah. It was enough to just be like, I'm not going to tell you what to do so you don't double down, but I am going to just say, just pepper the slurs.
And then, full disclosure, after that, he and I were having a phone conversation, but just overall production kind of stuff. And he brought that up, and I read it. And I was like, I mean, maybe take some of the slurs out. I feel like it's just long. It's funny, but I feel like it's a little long. And he was like,
just a long
he was like,
string.
no, God damn it. Joseph made me take out so many slurs. These are the ones that stay.
These are the ones that got the thumbs up. So they're staying.
They're staying. You can't make me take any more out. I was like, okay, fine. Next order of business.
I liked yours.
Thank you, Joseph.
All right. Well, Joseph, you got a story for us today.
I do. Do we want to skip my disclaimer?
No, I want to
No,
hear
no,
your
no.
Do you want to
disclaimer.
hear mine?
Oh, you had a
But you did a
disclaimer?
good job.
Yeah, but I want to hear yours. What if yours has more slurs that I like?
It probably doesn't. I'm going to tell you, it probably doesn't.
We could take a vote after, I guess.
Maybe
Okay.
we could meld the two together. We'll
I
see.
think we can. You
Or
know
we
what?
can Frankenstein it,
Can we
yeah.
do this where we just have Jamie's play over mine like simultaneously while they play at the same time?
Your
So
Honor-
everyone really gets it.
Your Honor, we had two disclaimers.
We had two disclaimers playing at the same time. You can't say that we didn't mean it. Okay. So my disclaimer, here at Murder Schmurder, if there's one thing we can all agree on, it's this. You got to laugh or you'll cry. And right now, there's a lot to laugh and cry about. And while we talk about a lot of fucked up stuff and delve into some of the worst crimes in history, we try to make light of these things, not to devalue the events or the victims or survivors, but because I and all of us genuinely believe it's one of the only ways for sentient life to understand and process the horrors of life. And it's not lost on us that most of the victims we talk about in our true crime misadventures are the most vulnerable in our country. Sex workers and racial and or queer minorities. If you'd like, you could roll back the tapes and find several hours worth of ranting on this by each one of us. Now, that being said, sometimes the boys get rowdy and we end up yes-anding or attempting to outdo each other and say some gnarly shit.
Lower the bar.
Lower the bar. So I want the listeners to know that while our intention is to never punch down, we do fuck up, but we learn and we try to get better. Are we going to fuck up again? You bet your sweet ass. Will it be funny when we do? God, I sure hope so. But here at Murder Schmurder, we value our brothers, sisters, and non-binary homies out there. If you're BIPOC, LGBTQIA2+, whatever member of the alphabet mafia you are, we got your back. And we hope that you have ours as we continue to grow, learn, and support each other through these dark times and come out the other side stronger than ever. And since we're here, let me unequivocally say, fuck fascists, incels, cops, nationalists, and whoever else has a problem with people being who they are.
That's really good, too.
That is really good.
And later on Frankenstein.
I feel like I should have put more slurs in.
Actually, you know what? You know what I think it's missing. Now that we are not only an audio medium but a visual medium,
I keep forgetting about that.
I think that all that is
Yes,
missing.
it's right. It's right.
I know. Is the cap off the camera? I can't tell.
Yeah.
I love asking that. It's never not funny to me.
I think that you should be reading this while looking at the camera in blackface in your best black set. Like, just don't ever address
Can I veto that?
racial issues, and you're addressing
Shut up,
everything
Grant.
else.
We're doing it.
I would like to veto that.
What's my black name gonna be?
Jadarius.
Hell yeah.
Josephus.
I like all these.
My favorite right now is at TrueFit, the TrueFit that you go to. Mm-hmm. There's I don't know. You probably met him. I know you've seen him. There's a coach over there that goes by Coach Chocolate.
Is he the one that wears the hat thing? It's not a yarmulke, but it's the.
I don't know. I haven't met him.
I have seen his picture.
My sister is helping him like boost his like social media and stuff like that.
Coach Chocolate doesn't have a raw in social media? Come on, dude. What are you doing?
But the guy who signed me up at TrueFit, he's like, oh, you got to go talk to Coach Chocolate about XYZ. And I was like,
Is he the black one?
and I was like, what's his real name? And then he was just like, I don't know, but I'm not calling no man Coach Chocolate. Pause. And then I talked to my sister about it. It's like, is Chocolate his real name? And then my sister goes, do you think his real name is Chocolate?
Like he's John Chocolate, like, or whatever.
Could be.
I mean, I guess it
That's
could
what I
be.
was like, well, like, I mean, I've heard crazier names.
Right.
My great great grandfather invented chocolate, so
Wow, really?
You don't look like
no,
you don't
no.
look
The guys who's
you
John
don't look like
Chocolate,
a
y'all,
Wonka.
you shattered the narrative I was trying to create.
That's what we do here at Murder Schmurder.
That's what we do. We know
Shattering
each other.
narratives.
Shatter narratives.
Yeah.
No chains can hold me down, bro.
Yeah. What narrative are we shattering?
The one about white men being bad. Psych. No disclaimer.
More men need podcasts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
True.
Elk.
What is going on?
We're gonna put in a new bill, the best bill that's ever happened in
The
it.
best bill.
Every man in the United States gets podcast equipment.
Big bill with big balls.
Yeah.
I like that actually. Yeah.
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 Every man gets a podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Women can't have podcasts.
No.
Yeah.
They're not funny. This is what happens is we have to be sincere for 5 seconds and we just immediately go so hard in the other direction.
Women can still
Tika.
vote. We just can't have them do podcasts.
No voting. We're taking that back. And also you can't have a credit card either. Going full back.
Yeah, because women be shopping.
Play the disclaimer again.
Yeah, Julie, just play the disclaimer whenever.
Just on a loop.
Yeah, yeah.
Just, the rest of the episode's just disclaimer.
Speaking of, I believe we have an actual podcast to talk about.
I think so.
Yeah.
Joseph, go.
All right.
Also, I just want to say thank you, Joseph and Austin, for doing all the research for this
Shut
episode.
up.
I'm sure Austin did a great job.
Shut up.
It was a real
Joseph did all of this.
real 50-50.
No. Shut up.
What are you looking at me
It's
like
not
that?
funny.
Well, now
Go ahead,
it is.
Joseph.
Now it's very funny.
Go ahead, Joseph.
So,
You try to thank a guy for his hard work, and look what happens.
Shut up.
so I have a thing. We have a thing.
Right?
Welcome back, Schmurdarians, to part 2 of the Edgewood Military Research Facility. Woo! No? Okay. You know
Oh,
what?
sorry. Yay.
Last time we talked about the
I want
cultural.
to hear that yay from the kids again. Yay! From our live show, I really like that. Actually.
Can we rig something to where there's like balloons and confetti and shit that like we pull like a lever and it all.
Yeah, but it's gonna rain only on you.
Yeah, that's what I want.
Just all glitter.
I did the work. I want the balloons. No.
No, I get the balloons.
No! It would be awesome if you had a funnel that like somehow trapped it over.
I drink your milkshake.
Yes. Yes.
I drank your milkshake.
I drank it up. Great movie.
Drainage, Eli.
So last time we talked about the cultural context of the Cold War and a little bit of Colonel James Ketchum's early history. From taking copious amounts of drugs to surgerizing defenseless animals, another red flag to add to the serial killer watch list.
Not defenseless. Cats have claws.
Moving on. It's no surprise that the staff at Walter Reed Medical Facility did their best to just punt him off to some other lab. Unfortunately, for thousands of unwitting patients, he ended up at Edgewood Arsenal. So let's get back into it with a little bit of history of the Edgewood facility itself.
It's like a pretty nice place, right?
It's a sunshine and rainbows factory.
Okay,
This is
cool.
actually where they invented Care Bears
See, I was thinking the breakfast cereal, but yeah, go ahead.
and lorazepam.
Ooh, I
Which is
love
not a chocolate.
lorazepam.
It's not a Swedish candy.
His first test. It's just like, what is it? What's it gonna be? I made Captain Crunch. I'd like you to try it.
It's the perfect cereal because it cuts the roof of your mouth wide open.
It's delicious. Now eat it really fast.
It's psychological warfare at its best.
It cuts the roof of my mouth. I know.
It
But it
doesn't
tastes
come
so
out
good.
solid.
It makes your poops fun color.
It does.
It does.
Your mouth will feel that at dinner time.
So Edgewood Arsenal was built during World War I, when gas attacks and chemical warfare went fucking ballistic. Clouds of chlorine and mustard gas choked trenches deployed by both sides, and an estimated 90,000 soldiers died from chemical weapons. Fritz Haber, one of the German scientists who pioneered the use of chemical weapons, declared it as a higher form of killing, quote unquote.
Whoa.
Yeah, that's a German saying that too.
So he was impressed with his work, or thought it was like.
Oh, he thought it was elegant, artistic, and
See, there we
the
go.
future of warfare.
There we go.
A man gets blown up by a cannonball and he's like, barbaric.
Now, choking him to death with chlorine and rat-infested trenches. That's elegant.
Look at them. They're dying in droves.
Idiots.
So
And no
elegant.
blood on mine boots. No. Well, he probably did.
Yeah, he definitely did.
He probably jerked it
Yeah.
to some death. Who among us hasn't? Anyway, the U.S. military took that shit seriously.
Me?
Okay, sorry. Grant's better than the rest of us. La-dee-da. Let me talk about chemical weapons, Grant.
Yes,
Jesus.
please. Continue.
It's not just a great Slayer song. So the U.S. military took that shit seriously, and they launched numerous programs to study chemical weapons, strategic use, and their effects. And believe me when I say they did not mind using human test subjects. Now, of course, after World War II, the chemical panic was dialed up to 11. In addition to the gas chambers that Nazi Germany built, they had also tweaked the formulas for tabun, which I think I might be saying it wrong, but soman and sarin, as well as developing nerve gases that created a body-wide overflow of the neurotransmitter acetylcholine, which triggers organ failure and near sudden death. Now, after World War II, the Soviet Union secretly dismantled an entire nerve gas plant and relocated it in their borders for further study. The United States government decided to do them one better and acquired the Nazi chemical formulas and brought them, as well as at least 8 Nazi scientists, according to Freedom of Information Acts and U.S. Department of Homeland Records, directly to Edgewood Arsenal. Now, the Army decided it was best to pursue sarin gas, which is a chemical about 25 times as deadly as cyanide and very easily made into an aerosol. Of course, just because it was easily made into an aerosol does not mean it was easy to handle. By the Army's own records, sarin gas was considered virtually impossible to handle without casualties.
But sir, it's so cheap to make.
It's so easy to turn it into a weapon.
He turns back around. The guy's just on the floor.
It's like, now, hey, well, just be really careful with that. It's like, so anyways, I really do need to reiterate oh, he's dead. God damn it.
So anyway, I can't
This is our
stress.
second board of directors meeting, and they're all dead again.
In a year's time of experiments, 7 technicians required immediate treatment following accidental exposure. And those are just the ones that they have on record.
Yeah, don't press the big red button. Yeah, I know I put 12 of the big red buttons on the
Yeah.
aerosol can, but don't
No,
press
that's
them.
the wrong big red button.
Yeah.
Press the other one.
Yeah.
9 o'clock.
So, I mean, are we carrying like a canister into a aerosol delivery system?
That's
And the canister's leaking, and then they just
it's essentially
pass out and die?
they can put them into aerosol containers, right? They can make it into an aerosol spray.
Right.
But every time they release even a little bit of it, it immediately causes problems because it is that deadly. To even get the faintest whiff of it on you, or let alone in your lungs, just instantly wrecks your shit.
Shit, I knew I shouldn't have put the Lysol aerosol can next to the...
I did it again. God.
We've gone through so many
imagine
custodians.
He grabbed the wrong bottle. You're trying to clean like a desk.
So it's just the fentanyl of mustard gas.
Absolutely. That's
Copy.
exactly what it is. That's a very good analogy.
Yeah, that was great. Good job.
Thank you.
So we've had the fentanyl of meats and now the fentanyl of mustard gas. I love it.
We're big fent heads over here.
Does it smell good or taste good?
Right.
It's mostly odorless,
Were
so
you
you don't
saying-
even know it's
Damn.
that. Yeah.
But,
You just
Great.
like,
Yeah.
oh my God, my stomach hurts.
I feel really
but after you smell it, would you say that you couldn't breathe?
Yeah.
Fentanyl of mustard gas. Sorry.
No, it's pretty good. I liked it.
Pretty good. The chemicals were so deadly that as vapors were released at test facilities, birds passing nearby flues dropped dead en masse and had to be routinely cleared off the roof.
Okay, that's straight up blasphemous. That is blasphemy.
I know. That's against
Now
the
I
bird
have a
church.
problem with this.
Why does this sound like an Austin Powers Dr. Evil kind of
It
situation?
really does. Yeah.
Because it is.
Buddy, you don't even know.
Because it is.
This is so Dr. Evil coded.
Dr. Evil, the poison is so bad it kills the birds on the roof.
Despite all this,
Dr. Evil's like, Jesus, that's maybe a little too far.
Right.
Despite all of this, Edgewood conducted experiments on sarin gas in tandem with Johns Hopkins University, where researchers gave highly diluted sarin to healthy volunteers in cups of water over the course of 3 days, severely poisoning them. And I mean, this is like 1 parts per million severely diluted sarin, and it
Drink
is still
this.
wrecking these fucking people.
They couldn't have
And these
done
are
this
college
with
kids.
mice.
These are college kids as well as people at Edgewood Arsenal test subjects.
Jesus.
They couldn't do this to anything else that's not human.
Don't worry. They killed a lot of animals at this facility too. We're talking piles of animals.
I mean, I know
Oh,
that.
great.
I know that.
Yeah, I know you were worried about that.
I know tuition was was very low back in those days, but could you imagine spending $50,000
to go to Johns Hopkins.
And you go to like the fucking cafeteria.
right? The biology class, and they're like, "Hey, we're trying a new experiment today. Drink this."
So I know your scholarship requires a certain amount of work hours at the university. So here, just drink this.
This drink covers all of them.
Oh, easy peasy. Early nerve gas experiments focused on the extreme lethality of the chemicals and on antidotes, but researchers at Edgewood also began to take notes of the chemicals' cognitive side effects. Subjects would often feel giddy at first and then deeply anxious. Some had nightmares or lost sleep and became depressed. A secret 1948 study on the poisoned Edgewood technicians.
So you're just talking about alcohol and cocaine. I don't.
Well, this is. It's already easy to manufacture depression, you know. But they are figuring out that you can not just poison people, but you can change their emotional mindset. And they are essentially learning how to wage psychic warfare,
Right.
is what this is building up to. A secret 1948 study on the poisoned Edgewood technicians noted that the outstanding feature of these cases appears to be the psychological reactions. And its author wondered how young men having no experience or knowledge of the chemicals would react when given them. A senior official at the arsenal had observed that men exposed to highly diluted taboon were partially disabled from 1 to 3 weeks with fatigue, lassitude, complete loss of initiative and interest and apathy.
So weed.
Well,
Weed doesn't do that.
this would be like if you were like, oh, they laced weed with rat poison.
Oh, I see.
Now, a former Edgewood test subject who was given the nerve agent VX, which is such a cool name for a chemical. It's not good for you, though.
It doesn't make Powerpuff Girls, does it?
It doesn't, but when it's applied to the skin, it is 100 times as deadly as sarin.
Oh, okay, cool.
100?
100. When an officer came to the test subject's bedside to draw a small circle on his arm, he asked what was going on, to which the officer did not answer. Then a doctor came by with a syringe and squirted a drop of liquid in between that circle he had drawn on his arm. The effect was immediate. The subject heard other people groaning. One man said, "Oh, shit," but he felt only a calm disassociation from his environment. There was a radio in the room, but the words would make no sense to the man. And when he was given food, he didn't know what to do with his utensils. The test subject remembers, "I was not in control. It was incredible. This tiny drop had rendered me helpless." As the test continued, he was seized by an agonizing wave of tension, as if each nerve ending in his body was being crushed in a vice.
Jesus.
He remembers that it was intense. My entire body was clenched. All of my nerves felt like they were on fire. So essentially...
I was trying to think of a joke around that, but I got nothing.
So
I've
what?
had hangovers like that.
Hangover, yeah. Wine hangovers.
The worst.
Yeah. Feel like a fucking
Wine's
animal.
always the worst. Am I wrong?
Bad wine, and a lot of it.
Yeah.
Bad
Yeah.
wine, or just when you drink a lot of Jaeger and you make a lot of bad decisions, and then you're being told about all your bad decisions while in extreme hangover. That's the worst kind.
Jaeger's
Yeah.
always
Oh,
the
man.
beginning of the end for me.
I've had that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I blacked out for like several hours, and then the entire next day I'm like, oh my god, I really hope I didn't do anything bad. And then the slew of text messages have come in.
Are you okay? What happened?
And then immediately after that, someone else be
Never
like,
talk to me
"Hey,
again."
fuck you. That was very inappropriate." Like, oh no, what did I say?
What did I
And
do?
then somebody else was like, "Hey, so and so's really mad at you right now." I was like, "I clearly, yes, I know."
Are you sure this guy didn't drink too much Jaeger? That's what
No.
I'm getting at. No.
Now, cut to 1949.
Concentrated Jaeger is probably the worst.
The worst
poison
kind
in
of
the world.
warfare you could wage.
Oh my god.
We'll dose them with
Bring-
Jägermeister.
Just brings out the demons.
Yeah.
It does. So cut to 1949. L. Wilson Green is Edgewood Arsenal scientific director, and he types up a classified report titled Psychochemical Warfare, a New Concept of War. In the report, what?
Fun and fresh, new psychological warfare.
It does kind of sound like he's pitching this to a board of directors at like, Downey or something.
Right, I was just thinking like a toilet paper company. Yeah,
You guys might have heard of war, but now introducing war.
War with 2 R's.
extra soft and extra straight.
WAWR. War.
Welcome to the war of tomorrow.
In the report, Green argues that rather than spraying hapless clouds of nerve gas around a battlefield,
Sorry. What a bitch. Thank you for having me, sharks.
it's like
Are
in
you
the,
tired of the days of just spraying nerve gas over an entire field of soldiers?
It's like in those commercials how no one can do regular household activities where it's like, have you ever tried this? And they're watering the garden and the hose just flips around and hits them in the face. It's like, has this ever happened to you? And it's just clouds of sarin gas being taken by the wind, and all the soldiers are like, what the fuck was that? So Green argues that rather than spraying hapless clouds of nerve gas around a battlefield, it'd be better if they could harness those chemicals to create, quote, debilitating mental side effects, but without the lethality. Green argued that through psychochemical warfare, it would be possible to, quote, conquer an enemy without the wholesale killing of his people or the mass destruction of his property. Because remember, they're always concerned about that property.
And fuck them up forever.
With this in mind, Edgewood Arsenal moved from dosing people with outright lethal chemicals and instead turned their research focus to drugs that would cause fits or seizures, dizziness, fear, panic, hysteria, hallucinations, migraines, delirium, extreme depression, notions of hopelessness, lack of initiative to do simple things, and finally, suicidal mania.
I don't want to jump ahead, but did you see the film of these tests?
Oh, buddy, we will get there.
Okay, because
the films are crazy.
they're insane. Yeah. See? I did do something.
The point is what made that for me.
Sorry, wrong finger.
You'll rue the day that you ever questioned Dustin.
No, you will rue, though.
No, but you will. You will rue.
Yeah.
There will be some ruining. So Green drew up a list of chemicals to investigate, ranging from barbiturates to carbon monoxide to LSD to that old buddy mescaline. Now, just because this was a facility full of scientists and expensive lab equipment, don't think too highly of their methodology. For example, give a guy named Enoch Calloway, hell of a name, right? Enoch Calloway, a Navy psychiatrist who arrived at Edgewood in 1950, recalled, I was told that I needed to measure nervousness because, according to my supervisor, nerve gas was supposed to make you nervous.
Nope.
Wow.
Rest assured, there are plenty of fucking morons mixed in with all the PhDs.
I have no notes. I mean, he's exactly right.
So,
Nerve gas, nervousness. I mean, it makes
why would they be
sense.
called similar things?
There's no reason. As
So
why
to
it'd be
become
called anything different.
a bartender in the state of Tennessee, you have to pass an ABC course.
Yeah.
My favorite ABC course moment. It's changed now, but back in the day, you had to take a 3-hour course
In person.
Yeah.
in person, and
Always 9 a.m.
Yeah.
Anybody else?
I think
was
you had
it
a 9
night?
and
Dude, fuck you. I
noon.
could never find a night class. Ugh.
But it's a 3-hour course, and all of the information can be covered in about 20 minutes.
Oh, yeah, big time.
And it's just long and arduous. But the first class I took, this teacher was so vehemently being like, you want to know why alcohol is a depressant? And I raised my hand. It was like, I knew the answer. It was like, a depressant is just anything that lowers your heartbeat naturally.
Yeah.
And I raised my hand, and she goes, that's right. It's because it makes you depressed. So when you see a person crying at the bar, that means they're drunk. And I was like, but no, actually it's not. And she was like, yes, it is. And then just shut me down.
Moving on.
Yeah.
Man.
Wow.
That's science, okay?
That
Now
reminds,
put your hand down.
that reminds me of adult daycare when the lady was like, you realize that the more you drink alcohol, the more likely it is that you develop an addiction
To alcohol.
to alcohol.
I mean, shit, it adds up.
Damn. This lady's a genius.
She's got me.
Now, that was just visual right there, and he's doing a great job.
This is for
Right
all
now.
the people who watch.
Anybody that's listening, somehow Austin is making one finger
Oh my
turn
God.
into 2 fingers on the other hand.
He keeps doing it. It keeps freaking me out.
I don't know how he's doing it.
I don't know.
It's very impressive.
I'm glad you stopped with your fucking black magic over there.
Yeah, this is a comedy podcast, not a sleight of hand magic podcast.
Fucking David Copperfield over here.
Check this out.
Oh my God.
Put it back. Put it back.
All right, Joseph.
So
I couldn't do 3 and 1.
I'm glad. I'm glad you're addressing the hiccup.
do it.
You're like,
I couldn't do it.
So, Mr. Calloway designed a test. People given sarin gas were blasted with noise to measure how much they jumped. To quote, we figured out the nerve gas actually reduced anxiety in doses that did not cause convulsions.
Wait, so like
The
an
nerve gas
auditory.
did not make them nervous.
They found out that if you give someone enough nerve gas to not give them convulsions, it can sometimes reduce anxiety.
Oh, well, great. So you're saying that they gave like a auditory, like a reflex test.
Yep, like
So they give them nerve gas, and then they'd like
jump scare him.
just jump scare them with a
basically,
noise.
it'd be like if you sprayed a cat with a water bottle because it was being bad, and then you waited a second, then just like jumped at it, and then you were like, "That's science." That's experimentation right there.
I mean, this was what, the 60s, the 50s?
This was
48, 49.
yeah, this was very early 50s.
Yeah.
But even so, like
Look, we figured out the scientific process a long time before that. So, wow.
now in the mid 1950s, Edgewood's clinicians officially added psychochemical warfare to their research agenda and petitioned Congress for additional funding and for approval to recruit soldiers from around the country for their experiments. Now, the Army assured Congress that the chemicals were perfectly safe and offered a new vista of controlling people without any deaths. Now, it's hard to overstate.
I feel like you're lying to me.
It's the perfect.
I feel like
weapon.
someone's lying in this situation. Now, it's hard to overstate the straight up delusional fear during the Cold War. Panicked reports from intelligence officers claimed that the Soviet Union not only had an extensive chemical warfare program, but that they were studying psychic poisons, laughing gas attacks, fighting through astral projection, mind-fielding ley lines, and more woo-woo shit than you could shake a stick at.
Hold on, fighting through astral projection?
Yep. Congress, some members of Congress were legitimately concerned that Soviet astral ninjas were going to come fuck them up in their dreams
Yeah.
and beat the shit out of them, interrogate them through their mind palace, get all the America's secrets, and take them back to the Kremlin.
So kind of like Stranger Things? In a way?
Yeah.
Yes, in a way.
in a weird
Stranger
way,
Things
like-
is based off of very loosely the Montauk Project,
Right.
which was another woo-woo crazy shit. Because basically, they still do it now, but there was a solid chunk of time where the government and the military spent billions of dollars,
So much money.
basically trying to decide if they could use Bigfoot to win Afghanistan.
More or less.
Fuck yeah.
You ever see,
Which, admittedly, from just like the research example,
Why did we stop?
did you ever see the men who stare
Yeah,
at
yeah,
goats?
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
Shit like
this-
that.
This
Real.
is less Stranger Things and more Inception. That's the how
Okay,
I'm taking.
okay,
it.
yeah.
They're like they're gonna get in my brain and steal everything I think.
Well, when I think of astral projection, I think of Dream World. Almost like what's that one scary movie where they go into the dream
Nightmare on Elm Street.
No.
that is kind of astral projection, though.
There's that one
little.
scene where,
Yeah,
where
a
there's
little.
that scary red face behind the dude.
it,
No.
it.
They go into the dream state.
Is it a Jean-Claude Van Damme movie?
No,
Damn it.
It's recent movie.
It's recent?
Well, in
It
like
part
the
two?
past 10 years,
Babadook.
there's like 3 movies.
Babadook.
I'm just
No,
gonna start
maybe 2
throwing shit
movies.
out there. I don't know.
It's not Inception. It's fuck. What is it movie?
Producer.
There's like, okay, so there's a kid. He goes into the like attic or basement or wherever. He falls. He gets a concussion, but like his spirit leaves his body into the dream world. The dad also has this ability to go into the dream world
This movie sounds like
or
shit.
the spirit realm.
Oh, you're talking
It
about
is-
that episode of South Park where the
Jesus
the cats
Christ! No,
are
it's a movie.
All right.
It's a movie.
We might have to put it. We might have to put a pin in
Fucking
that one.
whatever.
I guess we'll just go on with whatever Joseph's talking about.
Should we?
Go.
Yeah. So,
Should we?
I mean, it's okay if we don't, I guess. Some congressional members thought that the Soviets may already be targeting the United States with all these and more, and needless to say, the funding in the systematic recruiting department, called the Medical Research Volunteer Program, were overwhelmingly approved. And just in case you were...
So I'm just imagining, sir, if we don't
Stamp.
invest our money in this, then they're going to be able to astrally fuck your wife.
It means Gorbachev's going to kiss me in my dreams
They're going to turn you gay, sir. Is that what you want?
through the power of my mind.
Nice.
And just in case you were worried that this story was only going to be about an uncaring government testing devious drugs on unwilling applicants, well, don't worry, because hundreds of the chemicals provided to Edgewood were also provided by pharmaceutical companies, so they got to wet their beak too.
Nice.
Great.
Hang
Yeah.
on, these people were unwilling? They didn't sign up?
No.
No,
Many of them were unwilling. We'll get there. We'll get there. Often, the chemicals provided were originally marketed as cure-alls to the American public before being dumped on Edgewood. For example, in 1959, I have so many chemical names, and I'm going to fuck them all up. That's fine, but fencyclidine, otherwise known as PCP, had been marketed as an anesthetic.
that shit rips.
It does, but it was quickly pulled from the market because of all the hallucinations and delusions and violent impulses it causes.
PCP is great.
Yeah, PCP is great. Yeah, I love PCP.
Now, full disclaimer, I've never tried angel dust, and I don't think anybody else should.
You probably shouldn't. Unless you have like a long weekend to get over it, you know.
I feel like if you need to drink
mean,
like 100 beers,
That's my time. You know
PCP
what I mean?
would help.
The weekends,
Memorial Day
time.
weekends for me and PCP.
I feel
Look, I have been sober for years. Weekday sober, all right? The weekend's Nunzio's time.
I do not smoke crack cocaine if I'm in church. If I'm in church, I won't smoke crack cocaine. Do y'all know that video?
Yeah, I love it so
I
much.
love that video so
What
much.
video?
He's in that. I do not
Oh, you
smoke.
mean the movie? You mean the movie with the
What movie is that?
with the guy? Yeah, was that an episode of Seinfeld? Sorry.
No.
Didn't Joseph have something?
I
Should we-
feel like our
should we
producer
carry on?
may have an answer to the movie
Austin,
that Austin.
the movie
Do you know the-
that you're
do you know
looking
the
for is
movie?
Insidious.
Thank you.
Oh, it's Insidious?
Thank
There you
you.
go.
No,
Insidious.
well, we got it.
I'm
That's
going to
not
give you a big
new.
old smooch. It's recent.
when did NCS come out? I want to say 2012.
Probably 2012 feels right.
I don't know.
The second film just came out
Google it,
recently.
Jules.
Anyways,
So
I'm
should
just saying I could crush like 100 plus beers on PCP.
Probably.
I bet.
Probably.
100%.
I bet that high is fucking sick.
100% you could.
Yeah.
Honestly, I've never tried PCP, but
Yeah.
I'm not dead yet.
And then anecdotally, you can also go streaking into a fountain in front of the casino in Las Vegas and then fight off like 6 security guards.
Oh, easily.
No problem.
Yeah.
Yeah.
100%.
I don't even need pants for that.
I know a guy that did that. That's
6
all
of
I'm saying.
them. Nice.
2010 is that release date.
2010.
Oh, thank you.
So somewhat recent.
Yeah, just 15 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
These red hot references Austin's making.
I mean, if only you guys got it. I'm sure everybody watching at home is like, Insidious! Oh my God, there's 3 retards in the room.
Well, fair enough. Fun, it rotates.
It's not always who you think it's going to be.
But there's always 3.
There's never less than 3. We just changed the hat. My turn.
Here's the thing I know.
Everybody else.
One subject who'd been exposed to sarin gas a week earlier was handed a glass of whiskey laced
Hell yeah.
with 20 milligrams of PCP,
Hell
Dude,
yeah.
Give me that
Yeah,
shot.
dude, I'm trying to
That's
get in on
what I
that.
want.
which is, if you're wondering, too much.
That's a lot.
That's too much.
That's a
If
horrible
anybody was like,
amount.
yeah, I could run through a brick wall, that one would actually
That
make
would
you,
do it.
Yeah, that would do it.
That'll put some lead in your pencil. The doctors observed manic reactions and much hostility before the patient passed out and began breathing in a pattern associated with neurological trauma and cardiac stress.
Oh my God.
To which the doctors
Man, that guy's
responded,
breathing like he's got neurological trauma.
He's breathing like that forever.
to which the doctors responded with, fascinating. Write that down.
Was the whiskey necessary?
Well, it
Makes
took
it
the
go
edge,
down.
took the edge off the PCP.
Honestly, I think in that moment they were like, so sorry we did all that to you. Here's a quick drink and then we'll let you go. You know? It's like, oh, wow, thank you. Actually, I really feel like I need this after everything.
After a week ago when you sprayed me with sarin gas. Thanks for the whiskey.
I really appreciate it. Is this...
They got me again.
The experiments with PCP went about as well as you'd expect. Paranoid reactions, delusions, erratic behavior, some short-term and some that lasted for weeks on end.
Hey, why am I in this room made of pillows?
How long have I been here? When the trials for PCP were dropped, experiments with...
6 months later.
When they gave up on
it's
that.
not working out. I keep changing up the whiskey.
When they gave up on that dumb shit.
Now that we've essentially lobotomized with PCP about a half dozen soldiers, we're probably done.
I'm just imagining that there's just a dumpster for drugs out back of this facility. And
Pretty
then
much.
you just got like what's going to become the new wave and next generation of festy kids are just like, oh, they dropped another bag. Let's see what this is.
No, you don't understand. This time I put the PCP in tequila. It's going to be totally
It's going to be
different.
totally fine.
Yeah. Yeah.
Tequila's an upper
Yeah,
if you think about
it's gonna
it.
work
Yeah.
out. Yeah.
Oh my God, 2 uppers?
So after they dropped the PCP trials, they faced similar hurdles with other experiments on with drugs. It was decided by a military advisory council that Edgewood Arsenal's older staff of chemical warfare experts were ill-equipped to work a program designed to create, document, and treat abnormal behavior and psychological damage.
Get these fucking
Great.
geezers out of here.
Yep, that's
Fucking
basically it.
Move on, boomer. Bad science.
What they needed was a fresh new staff of doctors, people in fields like psychology, psychiatry, and neurophysiology. In other words, they needed people like James S. Ketchum.
Yeah.
Oh, the guy we talked about already.
Gotta catch them all.
Yeah.
Gotta catch them all. Gotta catch them all.
Just PCP guy.
Yeah, one guy they keep around just for laughs. He just speaks like that.
Hey, Terry, give me a beer.
Oh, you're hilarious, Terry.
I love that guy.
Dude, I love Terry. Terry, put your clothes back on.
It's a real shame
man.
he strangled his wife and kids.
Terry, that's not the bathroom. That's not the. Oh well,
He's going anyway.
he's shit in the corner
There's
again.
just like the big red
Terry.
monster from Looney Tunes.
Yeah.
Now, when I joked in part 1 about how the Edgewood Arsenal facility was ran like an 80s comedy frat house, I was not fucking around. On Ketchum's first day at the facility, he met Colonel Doug Lindsay, the chief medical officer. Colonel Lindsay was a veteran of the Korean War, a longtime Army surgeon, and an absolute maniac. He was known for his pink convertible, which he drove rain or shine. He walked around with a silver-tipped swagger
down.
stick.
Silver tip, what a stick?
Swagger stick
Top
made
down,
out of a
convertible.
human fibula.
Is that legal?
Where'd you
Okay.
get that?
Don't ask.
I don't care about the top down or top up anymore. Bone walking stick?
Silver tipped swagger stick made out of a human fibula,
Cool.
and that he was also known for occasionally jumping out of the second floor windows after lunch.
Gotta go.
Because apparently Colonel Lindsay was a certified master parachutist and claimed he didn't want to get rusty.
But he would jump out of the second floor, no parachute.
No, parachute up. He would pack a parachute and keep one with him almost at all times.
Just like a 14-foot base jump.
Yeah, basically.
Wow. I mean, that's commitment there.
Holy shit, that's awesome.
So Colonel Lindsay takes Ketchum.
It doesn't even deploy all the way.
No, he barely gets time to deploy. He's basically landing knees bent.
I love this guy. Tell me more.
So Colonel Lindsay takes Ketchum and he shows him around the facility, which included a stop to watch as a sky-high, delirious soldier tried to manically stuff a pillow into a pillowcase.
Okay.
This is part, and there's
This
a
is
guy.
Gerald.
There's a guy in the background just writing it down and watching him.
Right.
Lindsay then introduced Ketchum to the head of the Medical Research Volunteer Program, a fella named Van Murray Sim. Sim was an internist and was a former football player who at one point came in at nearly 300 pounds, who made a point of trying the drugs before they were tested on soldiers, which is almost admirable considering how fucked up everything else is at Edgewood. Sim was one of the first doctors at Edgewood to try BZ, or, and I'm really going to fuck this one up, 3-quinasolidinol benzylate, that was hard, which is an anticholinergic, I don't know what that means, at high doses. Such drugs trigger delirium and rapid fatigue, and Sim reportedly routinely took it often enough that one of the lab staff was assigned to follow him around with a mattress, just in case he passed out from drug use.
Whoa.
Dude, this is a
I wish I
pretty
had
sick frat
that
house.
now. I wish somebody would just follow me around with a mattress anytime I was like, I think I'll take a little snooze.
You got a boss every time you ask him to do like, hey, can you just check on my PTO? I just want to make sure like it's on the right day, and he just jumps out of a window to avoid talking to you. And you're like, cool, never mind. I'll
Cool,
go back
cool.
to following this 300-pound idiot with a mattress.
Guess I'm working Thanksgiving. Sim's willingness to expose himself to as many chemical agents as humanly possible was partially responsible for him being awarded the highest civilian award the Army has because of the risk of grave personal injury, which is pretty funny because it completely undermines how often the Army's obviously bullshit claims were that the experiments at Edgewood were safe. But I digress. Sim described Edgewood as a kind of mini Manhattan Project and argued that chemical warfare would be even harsher than atomic fallout, and told Ketchum emphatically and drug-fueledly that there was no time to waste. So this was Ketchum's first time at the facility, and he knew without a shadow of a doubt that he would return. By February of 1961, Ketchum had remarried, his first child had been born, and he had moved his family to the Edgewood facility.
So it's coming up.
Coming up Millhouse. Ketchum was given an office and an annex full of other physicians, but they were separated from many of the other projects going on at Edgewood. Ketchum himself said that it was entirely possible to share office space with other scientists and to have absolutely no idea what anyone else was working on. A plaque on the door emphasized this that read, "What you see here, hear here. When you leave here, leave it here." Which is such... It's such a corporate
So Vegas got it way better.
Right. What stays at what happens at Edgewood stays at Edgewood.
Exactly.
The Vegas got it way better
Yeah.
than that
Yeah.
bullshit.
This
What you
was
see
a-
here,
Yeah.
here, see here, what here?
You're
Yeah.
not getting married to a stripper.
What
at
you see
Edgewood.
here, hear here. When you leave here, leave it here.
Someone was
Gross.
definitely fucked up when they wrote
Right.
that down.
Oh yeah,
feel like
they're
Vegas had-
probably on the fucking benzos.
Yeah.
Vegas had already coined what happens here stays here, so like we can't use that.
And we can't. It's Vegas.
Or Vegas heard it and was like, we could do better.
Now, reportedly, not all of the work done there was based in horrific drug-based warfare. The Army claims that Edgewood technicians were the first to design bulletproof vests from Kevlar,
Interesting.
and that their mustard gas experiments provided the basis for early cancer chemotherapies, and that one of their physiologists made discoveries about how surfactants behaved in lungs that saved the lives of hundreds of thousands of children. Now, even supposing all of that's true, it's essentially the same argument made for using Werner von Braun and other Nazi scientists so we could get to the moon, or that Mengele's research taught us that if you sew twins together, they'll die. Well, no shit, Mengele. We didn't need you to do that to figure that out.
Well, now we know.
We know for sure.
Now we know for sure.
Sir,
By the
this
way, to answer your
mustard,
question from earlier.
sir, this mustard gas actually cures cancer.
Class of
Damn
medications that block the action of a neurotransmitter called acetylcholine. There we go.
Yep.
That was worth revisiting, Graham.
Did
Thanks.
you know
Yeah,
that? Now you know.
Now you know. Once Ketchum walked into his office and found a barrel the size of an oil drum standing in a corner. No one explained why it was in his office or who had put it there. And after a couple of days, he waited until it was evening and he was alone and he
then
opened it.
Tasted it.
Inside the barrel,
Like Winnie the
Caramel.
Pooh. Yeah, just Winnie the Pooh with honey.
Full paw.
actually, inside the barrel were dozens of small glass vials, each containing a precisely measured amount of pure LSD.
Oh.
Ketchum figured by his
Shouldn't we put
calculation.
this in like a briefcase or something?
This
No,
is
that's-
an oil drum full of vials of LSD.
That's how we got the first round of LSD into the country.
Yes.
Because we flew on a plane with a briefcase full of cash and then flew back on a plane with all of the LSD in the world.
Ketchum figured by his calculations that there was enough to make several 100 million people go completely bonkers. That's the
That's
scientist
a scientific
in
term.
him. Yeah,
Completely bonkers, right?
Direct quote.
it is actually.
Wait, seriously?
Yeah, no, that's Ketchum's like
my
actual medical terminology is several 100 million people go completely bonkers.
Perfect.
And,
Perfect.
and he even
no.
calculated the street value of the barrel to be roughly $1 billion worth of LSD. At the end of that week, though, the barrel vanished just as mysteriously as it had appeared. No one asked about it, no one talked about it, and he never learned how it got there, where it went, or what it was for.
Do you ever feel like you were born in the wrong time?
Only all the time.
One night, Ketchum found Dr. Sim wandering around mullet style, which is to say business clothes up top, underwear on the bottom.
So I spilled hot dog water on my pants.
So he finds his colleague wandering
By hot
around.
dog water, I mean liquid LSD.
Well, don't skip ahead. No bonus points for skipping ahead. So one night, Ketchum finds Sim wandering around. Tidy
Mullet
whities
style.
on the bottom, mullet style,
Mullet style, got
and
it.
his tie and shirt up top. And Sim had a watch's faceplate taped to his wrist. Sim then asked Ketchum, "What you doing here?"
You know, nothing.
Ketchum explained that sometimes he came in late at night to check on the test subjects, and because things got interesting around midnight, and then
Sure.
and case in point, and then asked Sim, "What are you doing, by the way?" Sim gestured to the faceplate taped to his wrist and said, "I'm trying to see if LSD has any effect through the skin. I've got it in some ethylene glycol under this watch glass, but so far I don't think it's affecting me."
30 minutes later.
What are you doing here? Well, there's no HBO around, so I just hang out here.
Now, besides testing drugs on unaware soldiers and enriching pharmaceutical companies, Edgewood also ran experiments on inmates at the Holmesburg prison in Pennsylvania because this place truly was a turducken of absurdist evils.
Nice.
But let's get back to cowboy party animal, Dr. Van Murray Sim. Sim believed in a uniquely loose protocol. The goal was to control the mind, and the subject's expectations of the drug's effect mattered.
See, science is less of a science and
More of an art.
More of an art.
It's more of a vibe.
Yeah, you just gotta feel it out.
You know, when you're cooking on the stove with a skillet, if it smells right, it's probably going to
Yeah.
taste right. You know?
LSD.
Absolutely.
No
A
gas.
little zhuzh of that. A little zhuzh for daddy.
You got to taste as you cook.
You gotta taste as you go.
Yeah.
One for me, two for you. One for me, three for you.
Essentially, the idea that Van Murray had was that a bad trip was something you could force or edit depending on the approach and how you administered drugs to subjects or how you treated them while you were giving them the drugs. which as a group of rad dudes, the Murder Schmurder boys want to say, can confirm that is true.
Yeah,
you can
that's
absolutely
absolutely-
guide a trip.
No, 100%. Yeah.
That being said, Sim often gave people LSD without warning. Not long after arriving at Edgewood, Ketchum took to playing tennis with a commanding officer at the arsenal, who, after a match one day, told Ketchum about the one time Sim had spiked his morning coffee with LSD. Ketchum reported that the officer was pissed as hell and tried to attack Dr. Van Murray, but was too fucked up to really do anything about it. Van Murray also mixed LSD into cocktails at parties and even put them in an army unit's entire water supply without telling anyone. So this is a place where you as a scientist are drugging unwilling or unwitting people, and then you at any point in time watch your drink because you could end up drugged too.
What do you do with the water supply? Do you just have to?
You just have to purge it and get new water. You can't do anything with it.
Could you just boil it?
I don't think it. I don't think it'll work
No,
that way.
no,
I don't think it denatures the structure of LSD enough if you boil it.
no, it doesn't.
But that being said, some men handled being unceremoniously spiked with LSD fine, and some went berserk. A test subject in 1957 exhibited euphoria, followed by severe depression, anxiety, panic, and a certain feeling that he was going to die.
I mean, you never know what's going on at home.
No,
You know?
it could not be the LSD. He could be having a hard time with his girlfriend or partner, or
Yeah, that's what I mean.
another test involved intelligence specialists who were blindfolded and placed in an isolation chamber. Only one subject was in a condition to undergo extended interrogation. Most of them fled from the interrogation room in panic. I forgot to mention, they are also conducting interrogations on people after giving them LSD. They're giving them rifles to shoot. They're trying to get them to strip weapons. They're basically having them do army drills while they're high as balls to see, can they still do them? Does this affect them?
These were those videos I was talking about. Yep.
There was also like there's a brief moment in time that they were thinking that could potentially be like a truth serum, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Yep. Nope. Turns out it's just anxiety and depression serums. Sim's behavior was so erratic that even Ketchum was concerned. And apparently, so was the Army's top staff. In 1959,
He keeps drugging everybody.
that's it. He's drugging literally everyone who gets close to him.
Here, try this.
Yeah, or just being like, hey, here's your coffee. Or he'll just like pass by someone's open container and be like, I don't know whose that is. Drop her full of acid. All right, and just walk away. Yep.
Just waiting. Sorry.
In 1959, Sim's responsibility for volunteers was taken away, but don't worry, because instead they gave him the title of chief scientist.
Oh, great.
However, when they gave the responsibility of the volunteers to Colonel Lindsay, he of the pink convertible and the leg bone pimp cane, things didn't exactly improve. And that, my friends, is where we'll pick back up next time with Colonel Lindsay, more inhumane human experimentation, and the collapse of the Edgewood facility.
I
Question.
just have to say, I fucking love that guy.
Colonel Lindsay
Just
kicks ass.
Jumping
kind
out
of.
of second-story windows, be like, I need to
In his
keep
underwear.
tight on my fucking parachuting.
Hang on.
While he's holding a human leg bone that he's whittled into a cane.
How long would you be my friend if I would keep dosing the people
One day.
around
Not
me?
long at all.
One day.
One day.
You would do it to me
One
one
day.
time, and I would be like, if it ever happens again, I'll literally kill you.
I am too fucking busy for you to dose me.
But if I
Way
like,
too busy.
let's say it's like the next day after I like drug Grant and I turned to you, Joseph, and I'm like, can you believe Grant got all upset about it?
I'd be like, yeah, I can.
Would you still be my friend after that?
Until you did it to me, I guess. Don't look at me like that, Jules. I'd be like, you got one on Grant. Can't get me. Can't get me. And then I'd be like, he got me.
Then I'd spray you and you're like, what was that? Oh, LSD.
I'm going to go ahead and say, if you ever just hit me
That
with a
was a-
spray bottle out of nowhere, I'm assuming it's LSD.
Or more so, it's like, that's an aerosol sarin gas mixed with PCP.
Yeah, you have 5 seconds to tell me what you want me to say to Sarah.
He just turns into the Hulk.
There's just a Joseph shaped hole, Jesus Christ, in the wall. You know, it's like, oh my God, that was brick.
Yeah, that's what would happen. I wouldn't take it well.
So for those of you who don't know, Joseph has this face that he does for a certain character of his, where he goes like,
Yeah, show the camera. Hang on.
maybe like that, except so red that it's almost purple.
Yeah, you got to hyperventilate really hard. Yeah.
Well, a real quick serious note. It's because of this bullshit that we are just now getting to a point in which actual doctors, actual psychiatrists, actual therapists are being allowed to utilize certain psychotropic drugs
Oh yeah.
for proper therapy. Mm-hmm. And we are seeing there are massive, massive benefits if conducted in the right setting, on the
Consensually.
right dosage, consensually. These people, scientists, actual proper therapists,
No
are
surprise, Ellis.
guiding people through situations to get them through PTSD or like severe depression. There's a lot of people that talk about that in the media now, and I'm very, very happy that we're getting there. But it's because of these fucking jackasses just dropping like 15 hits of acid in somebody's morning cup of coffee in the office.
Yeah.
This is not a volunteer soldier.
This is a dude who's like, I got to run the spectrometer and my hands are shaking and he got me. He got me again.
Not
Okay,
only are
fine.
my hands are shaking, it's like my fingers have turned into hot dogs and they've now flown through the ceiling.
New question, Joseph. I
Yes.
create this new cocktail, and it blows you into the 10th dimension, but you're a happier, healthier person once you come back.
And then you dose me again?
No,
or?
no. That's what I do. Like
So you get me one
I
time.
dose people, but they come back better.
So you're like
What
a
the hell was
superhero.
that? Wasn't that cool?
I just got back. No, don't do it. Just back up into hyperspace.
Would you still be my like? I ruin your day.
You
Like-
ruin my day, but you make me a happier, healthier
Yeah,
person.
like the drug
But
throws
he
you into
immediately sends
dimension
you
where,
back.
If you don't send me back immediately, I think we're okay.
like you just lived 10,000 years of what we would consider our human life, and now you have come back a wiser, smarter,
But it's only
stronger.
been 24 hours.
Yeah.
I guess so.
And you
Yeah,
you're okay.
sure.
You're still my friend.
That doesn't mean I'm giving you tacit approval to start experimenting because I feel like what's going to happen is you're going to come up and you're going to spray me and you're going to be like, do you feel enlightened now? And I'm going to be like, my eyes.
Thank you, but fuck you.
What is this? And you're like, it's Windex mixed with MDMA.
I think I probably need like a week to get over it, but I would get over it. You know?
Yeah, I'd come back, but I'd be a little miffed.
Miffed. All right.
Miffed.
And that's Edgewood Part 2, baby.
And that's
There you
on
go.
part two.
Love it.
Do we need to hear a word from our sponsors today?
Do we have a sponsor?
We have
have a
sponsors
forever
from
We got a
sponsor.
forever
Absolutely.
sponsor.
Corsair Distillery, the best distillery in Nashville, the first distillery in Nashville post-prohibition.
You know, I'll say one better. I bet it's the best distillery in all of Tennessee.
I would argue that.
Definitely Middle Tennessee.
Absolutely. 100%. If you guys live in the area and would like to maybe take a tour, they offer tours, they offer tastings. They got some cool merch. You can get a little fun hat like mine. Go over there, get yourself a cocktail. Tell them that Murder Schmurder sent you.
You know, I read a billboard just on Sunday. That Big Machine Distillery apparently has the best brunch in Nashville. And I yelled at that billboard very loud.
That's a lie.
I know. I was
That's
at a
a
red
lie.
light and I rolled down the window and I yelled at the billboard.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, you're an inanimate object.
Anybody
but still.
anybody that's trying to sell you brunch in Nashville is lying to you.
They just want you
Yeah.
through the door so
Yeah.
they can charge you.
Have fun spending $30 on eggs.
That's
You know?
exactly
Exactly.
how I feel. Thank you for saying that.
No, you want to for breakfast. You find a diner.
Yeah.
Yep.
You find
And
it.
then
Right.
you go to Corsair
Then
Distillery
you find, yeah,
for
then
a
you go
tour.
to Corsair Distillery.
That's your brunch.
You
That's
go
your brunch
to
right
you go to Nashville Biscuit House for breakfast.
there. 100%.
Lumberjack meal. It's like $15. You
And
get
it is filling
You get-
and delicious.
you get 3 eggs. You get bacon and sausage. You get a choice of hash browns or grits. I get both because I'm a psycho. A choice of pancakes or French toast, and then you get toast or sausage sausage gravy and a biscuit, which you got to get the fucking sausage gravy and a biscuit.
I'm partial to Hearts in East Nashville. That place slaps. in the
Hearts is
morning.
great.
Hearts is pretty good.
They're taking a new wave jump, but if you're looking for good old fashioned Southern
Yeah.
biscuit house,
Biscuit house. All right.
Biscuit ash.
What's your favorite place to eat for breakfast? Email us at don'temailtrashville@gmail.com.
Or tag us at what's our thing?
Trashville_USA.
You can
I got
also
it.
slide into our Instagram DMs.
You
at
can.
Trashville_USA. Just like my dad did.
Yeah, his dad did it. On an unrelated note, what's your favorite thing to eat for breakfast? Mine is ass. If it's something different, or maybe you like the same thing, email us at don'temailtrashville@gmail.com.
If you're a dad who eats ass, let us know. DILFs, hit us up. This is a very DILF-friendly podcast.
This is a very DILF-friendly podcast.
Mm-hmm.
What are your guys' take on having your ass eaten?
for it.
I could pass. I don't need it done to me. I like doing it. I don't need it done to me.
I just
though.
know what comes out of there, and I wouldn't wish that upon anybody.
That's how I feel.
You gotta clean it first.
Well,
Come
obviously,
on, guys.
obviously you
Clean
hit
it.
it with the wet wipe.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Nah, I don't think it's
more
enough.
than that.
Well,
A girl offered it to me,
you
and I was
just
like,
dab it, and you're like, all right, get at it.
Yeah,
a girl offered to.
if I had a bidet, it'd be one thing. I think
There you
Okay,
go.
that's fair.
I
There you
said
go.
a girl offered it to me recently, and I was just like, give me a heads up, let me get it waxed.
Yeah, prep.
Wax.
It
wax
is
the,
awesome.
It is a little hairy down there.
Yeah,
wax
like,
the bunny tail. That's what you got to do.
yeah. Let me wax it. Let me get
gotta-
clean. A bidet would do wonders. I bet a coffee enema feels good. I
don't know.
I don't know about that
I
one.
don't.
Taking a
I
I
don't.
different
love coffee
approach.
and nice
And I
good
love
coffee
enemas.
poop.
I love coffee. I love shitting a lot.
And I love enemas.
And I really was hoping I could combine them. You ever seen that show, My Strange Addiction?
Yeah, the
Where
one
most
with
of
the
time- with the
coffee
coffee
enemas?
enemas. That's exactly what I was thinking about. These people were addicted to giving themselves coffee
Yeah.
enemas.
I
It was a
talking
couple.
Yeah, but
They
this
were
one
weird
lady
as
was
shit.
like,
That's bizarre.
She's like,
Yeah.
I got to do it like 7 times a day, and then she
7?
Yeah, no, for real. That like the doctor was like, y'all are wearing your assholes out doing this.
That's
Stop
crazy work.
doing it.
But the lady was
Assholes
like,
are just
no,
like-
it makes me a better, happier person.
The
I
assholes-
feel cleaner. I feel smarter. I feel wiser, more ready to take on the day.
Yeah, they loved it.
Sleep a little more and read a book. What are you talking about? That's crazy.
Right. Yeah, I would say like 8 hours of sleep could equal 1 enema.
So if you have 3 enemas, you're sleeping for like 24 hours.
Sure.
Counterpoint.
Have you never slept for 24
lawyers.
hours? You never worked in the service industry, of course not.
I've slept for 24 hours, but it was after being up for 48.
Pooping
It's all
most,
that PCP,
pooping
baby.
most of the time, right?
Pooping all
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, the only time that I sleep like a good like almost 15, 16 hours is when I'm sick.
Yeah.
Yeah, you take
You
the-
have to.
It is the best, though.
We
That
take
is the best. Weird take. I love being sick.
I want a medically induced coma. I am convinced that it's going to make me feel
all I
great
need.
for like 3 months. It'll fix me. Just knock me out for 36 hours. I'm going to be a new man. I just know it.
Okay. You know what? That's a good idea.
I mean, my wife says it's a horrible idea.
What does she know?
What does she know? Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Grace. Dr. Grace. Let's put you in a coma, dog.
Yeah.
Thank you. I
Let's figure
agree.
this out. We can do it.
I'll figure the cocktail
Isn't
out.
like
Let me
the
work
same
on it.
thing?
Yeah, Jamie's working on it right now.
That's just the same thing as cryogenically freezing without the freezing.
Sort of.
Yeah.
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 Plus, if we cryogenically freeze you, we could shoot you into space towards Alpha Centauri, and then by the time you get there, you wake up, you'll be the same age because you'll be frozen.
Well, how about, will I have any buddies there?
I mean, we're all coming. We're all going to get
obviously.
frozen.
Okay.
Imagine.
But you're right behind me, right?
No, we're on the same barge that we're shooting
then
towards.
I'm
it.
fine. Then I'm fine. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's great. Let's do that.
We put Grant in unmedically induced coma, but we still have him on the podcast. What do you think,
weekend at
Grant?
Bernie's.
You're right, Grant. I am the funniest one. It's another good joke for the video for the people watching watching us.
Actually, you look great in frame right there. This is perfect. Just Just all neck.
We could I'm telling you, we could really do that. Just knock out one of us for each episode of the podcast.
That's the new format.
I like it. Well, y'all, I think that's the episode. I'm going to go put my balls in Austin's mouth.
It's selective coma.
Well, love you guys.
Okay, bye.
Love y'all. Bye.
Adios.
Like what you hear? Subscribe. Follow us on Instagram at Trashville_USA. And if there's a true crime story you want the gang to cover, email us at don'temailtrashville@gmail.com. Murder Schmurder is produced by Jamie. Our tracking engineer is Grant. And our mix and mastering engineer is Julie. Incidental music and our theme song is provided by Jules. This has been another production of